Hey there, movie fans. Welcome to the Blues of November 2016. I haven't made a video for some time now, and I've been busy with my work, and I've also been busy with reorganizing my collection again, and that took some time. So I might do a video on that someday. Who knows? But anyway, let's get started. A shout out, of course, and this one is going to a YouTuber named Ellie Novak. I've been recently watching some of her videos. Now, I'm not very familiar with her, but there aren't many ladies on this community, right? And we need to support that. There should be more women in our movie community. So go visit her channel and go subscribe to her, Ellie Novak. Link is below. Okay, first up is the only DVD of this update, and that is the Classic Holiday Collection Volume 2. Now, I thought I purchased Volume 1, but clearly I was not paying attention, so I got Volume 2 instead. I wanted to get this one as well, but I wanted to get Volume 1 first. But Volume 1 is currently on the way. But anyway, Volume 2 has 4 Christmas classics, All Mine to Give, It Happened on Fifth Avenue, Blossoms in the Dust, and the only one that I've seen of this set, which is Holiday Affair. I've seen it on television some years ago. But the holiday season is coming up, and I've always liked to watch these classics around that time. So, gotta pick this one up. I believe that this movie is also on Volume 1, which is a little strange. But I think Volume 1 has the best set of movies in there. But these look very nice, Yeah. And finally, speaking of a Christmas classic, I finally got A Christmas Story. I've been wanting to get this for a long time, but I keep forgetting about it. And when I do think about it, Christmas is over, you know what I mean? So, finally thought about it before Christmas came along, or comes along. And, looking forward to check this one out. I heard good things about it. Directed by Bob Clark, who also did Black Christmas, which is an entirely different Christmas movie. But looking forward to check this one out. A Christmas Story. And I finally got 2 movies that I wanted to get for some time, but when Gene Wilder passed away recently, I thought I have to be getting this now. Young Frankenstein and Blazing Saddles, 2 wonderful comedies. My favorite Gene Wilder Mel Brooks collaboration is The Producers. Absolutely love that one, but these 2 are wonderful as well. Young Frankenstein, I mean, it's a classic. Marty Feldman, I absolutely love this guy. Great comedian he was. And Blazing Saddles, which I recently saw again, it's just hilarious. Hilarious movie. Comes with a telegram, that's a nice one. Excuse me while I whip this out. That's a funny scene, this one. Mel Brooks here. Great. And there's Gene Wilder as the wacko kid. What's her name again? This is Madeline Kahn. Yeah, she died very early on. I believe she died in 1999 or late 90s. And she plays kind of an entertainer who's very much like Marlene Dietrich, She has the same voice and all that. But she did a wonderful job on that. That's a great comedy. Nice set as well. Blazing Saddles. Okay, next is Blood Fodder with Mel Gibson. Now, I love Mel Gibson. I've always been a huge fan of his. I don't care what other people think. He's a great actor and great director, and he made a hell of a comeback with this movie. Actually, he made two comebacks this year, Blood Fodder and Hacksaw Ridge, which I saw at the cinema, and it really blew me away, and especially the second half of the film, where they're going to Okinawa, the island in Japan. The violence is just insane. It clearly shows you the madness of that battle of the war. Actually, he did a great job on that. But it's good to have him back. I mean, love him or hate him. There's no denying that he is a hell of an actor and director, right? And he was great in this film. He's absolutely in top form in Blood Fodder. Next one is Nighthawks. I've never actually seen the director's cut. It would have been nice if they put it on this Blu-ray as well, but maybe we'll get to see it one day on Blu-ray. Story is very simple. Stallone and Billy D. Williams plays two New York cops who are hunting down an international terrorist played by Rutger Hauer. He's his character is inspired by Carlos the Jackal, and I believe in the original versions of the screenplay he was Carlos the Jackal, but during the rewriting process they changed his character into a fictitious one, but still very close to Carlos the Jackal. But Hauer, he had a very difficult time working on this film, personally and professionally. He could not get along with Stallone. Stallone was very competitive, and he did something to Hauer, and I cannot tell you what exactly that is because it's the scene at the end of the movie. But Hauer was not amused, and he went straight to Stallone and he said, "If you do that shit to me again, I'll break your balls." He said that to Stallone. And on a personal level, during the making of Nighthawks, Rutger Hauer lost both his mother as well as his best friend, who was also his brother-in-law. He died of Hodgkin's disease. So he had a very hard time working on Nighthawks. But this is a very good film, and it comes from a new label by Shout Factory, which is called Shout Select. Designed with the film lover in mind, Shout Select shines a light on films that deserve a spot on your shelf. Well, this movie definitely deserves a spot on everyone's shelves, actually. Next one is The Wailing, which is a great Korean horror film by Na Hong Jin. Excuse me. He also directed The Chaser and The Yellow Sea, two excellent films as well. Now, this, it's a great film, absolutely great film, but it's not as great as most people say it is. Some people say it's a masterpiece. I don't see it, or at least I don't see it yet. I do want to see it again. This is a film that definitely requires multiple viewings because there's things that going on that I don't understand. And I've read and saw videos of where people share their opinions and their theories about this film, which is very helpful for some of the stuff that I didn't understand. So, but this is definitely a very ambitious and interesting piece of cinema, and Hong Jin worked on this movie for 6 years, as it says here. Next is the Zoom exclusive steelbook of Star Trek Beyond with the lenticular particular magnet, as you can see, I have to give a special thanks to Kyle Shakra65 because he helped me out getting this beautiful release. The company, like I said, the company is zoom.co.uk, and they do not ship internationally, so I asked for his help, and he was happy to help me out. And thank you again for getting me this, Kyle. I really do appreciate it. It's a wonderful release, very wonderful release. And if you take the magnet off, you can see a very cool artwork on there. This is the homage to the poster artwork of the first Star Trek movie, Star Trek the Motion Picture. And there's the the 2-disc DVD. Oh no, not a DVD. This is the regular Blu-ray and the 3D Blu-ray. There it is. And the artwork on the inside is pretty much the same as the artwork on this magnet here. But I absolutely loved the film. I was very, very entertained by it. There are some people who were very negative about it, which I don't understand. I mean, there was even one guy, or a couple of guys, who gave it 1 out of 10. Now, everyone is entitled to their own opinion, of course. Everybody is entitled to, to give a movie a rating number. But 1 out of 10, come on. I mean, I cannot take that seriously. Personally, I would give it an 8 out of 10. That's how much I absolutely enjoyed this film. Is it the best Star Trek movie ever made? No. Is it better than the previous one, Star Trek Into Darkness? No, it's not. But it's a hell of a lot of fun, and I cannot understand people who cannot enjoy this one. If you cannot enjoy this, what can you enjoy then? But that's just my opinion anyway. But absolutely loved it. Thought it was a great sequel. Next is the Italian steelbook of XMen Apocalypse. The same thing with Star Trek Beyond. This wasn't very popular among most people, or many people, but I absolutely enjoyed it. It was definitely not a bad movie, as some people say it is. It's not the best in the franchise. In my opinion, that's still Days of Future Past, where all the old and the new characters come together, and they've done that in a fantastic way. 2016 has been a very good year for superhero movies. You have Captain America: Civil War, which is one of my favorites of this year. Deadpool, Doctor Strange, which I saw at the theater and really enjoyed. Can I say Batman v Superman? I actually liked that one, with the extended version. I liked that one, which that was pretty good. Even though most people hated it, I actually liked it. Suicide Squad, however, was disappointing, but I am curious about the extended version. But it's been a really good year for superhero movies. This is the steelbook of The Conjuring 2, which I thought was as good as the first one. There are some moments in it that wasn't very necessary. One particular moment was with the Crooked Man. They could have left that out of the movie, to be honest. But overall, it's a good scary movie. And the nun, I thought she was fantastic in this film. She is a scary old bitch, isn't she? And she's getting her own movie very soon. An own spin-off movie. Same thing that they have done with Annabelle, the doll. I believe the sequel to Annabelle is coming out next year. From the same guy who also did Lights Out. So that sounds very promising. But I liked it. I thought it was a fine sequel. Picked up the steelbook of Phenomena by Dario Argento. Very, very beautiful steelbook, this one. and one of Argento's best, without a doubt. There's 3 discs. One is the original motion picture soundtrack. Disc 1 has 2 versions: Phenomena, the 160-minute version, and Creepers, which is the US cut, 83 minutes long. And the other one is, hang on, let me take that out. There we go, Phenomena, the 110 version, plus additional special features. And there's some artwork on the inside of the steelbook as well. Let me show the artwork on this one. All flies, as you can see. And it also comes with a booklet. There's many special features, including the documentary Dario Argento's World of Horror, which I have never seen before. Oh, this is the newest version, the 160-minute English-Italian hybrid cut. They took the 110 version and they added the Italian-speaking scenes into that version. This is the catalog from Synapse. And this was at the back of the steelbook. Next one is an upgrade to Live and Die in LA. I had the bare bone Dutch Blu-ray, but I needed to get this. I mean, it's Arrow, and it's packed with full of special features there. Also had a booklet in it as well. 2 discs. Yeah, great film, great film. Love the car chase in this one. Friedkin was a master in creating car chases. Of course, the French Connection has another classic car chase in it. But yeah, great film. Picked up Body Double. I wanted to get the Twilight Time Blu-ray first, but I missed out on that. But now I got this one. This is from a new company, Indicator, which is a company in the UK, and it appears that they are releasing the same titles, or some of the same titles, as Twilight Time, which is very good news, by the way. They also released Christine and John Carpenter's Vampires. They're going to release that, and they're also going to release Ghost of Mars, another Carpenter movie, which I also want to get. I don't think I'm going to get Vampires, however, but I am going to get Ghost of Mars, even though it is one of Carpenter's lesser films. But it is Carpenter, so I try to complete his collection. And I've also read that this company will be releasing The Lady from Shanghai, Orson Welles' film noir classic as well. So that's very good news. And this one is limited to 5,000, as you can see right there. So, yeah. Next is The Exorcist 3, which is a wonderful release by Scream Factory. This has both the theatrical cut as well as the director's cut, which I've always wanted to see. However, the director's cut, the scenes that was added into this version, the scenes are not in the best condition. They had to take it from an old master. I believe they took it from an old VSS print, so you can clearly tell which scenes they are. But this is the closest thing that we're ever going to get to William Peter Blatty's original version, And I think what Scream Freddy has done is absolutely fantastic. I mean, the theatrical cut, I absolutely love that one. I'm a fan of that one. But I'm very much looking forward to see, Blatty's own version, because I haven't checked it out yet. And what an amazing release by Scream Factory. They really put a lot of, passion and love and effort into this. Getting all these things together and all that. Great release, absolutely. The Exorcist 3. And here's another wonderful release from Scream Factory, Carrie, which is a classic. Another reason why the 1970s is the best decade of horror films, in my opinion. Brilliantly directed by Brian De Palma, perfectly cast. I mean, especially Cece Spacek. I mean, she is so convincing as Carrie. You feel sorry for her when she's being bullied by the other girls, and you feel frightened by her when she finally shows what she is really capable of. What she's, when she is unleashing her powers. It's an extraordinary performance by her. And speaking of perfect casting, David Bowie in The Man Who Fell to Earth. I cannot imagine anybody else playing this character than him. It's a fantastic performance, absolutely fantastic performance, and a fantastic film as well. I absolutely love this film, even though it is definitely not everyone's cup of tea. But personally, I think it's magnificent. And what a very nice release this one from Studio Canal. This is from the Vintage Classic label. A year ago they did a similar release of the Third Man, but this one is a little thicker because it has a booklet in there, and it has a new 4K print as well. The front cover looks very nice, doesn't it? Look at that. Let me show the booklet first. There is Bowie. It's very strange, very surreal, kind of science fiction movie. But I love the atmosphere in it. I love what the world that Nicholas Roeg has created with this one. And here is the oh wait a minute, there's something else in there as well. Some art cards, if I can take this thing out. Here we go. Picture cards, art cards, not exactly art cards, just pictures. And there is a poster as well. A very small poster actually. And a booklet. I believe this is the reproduction of the original booklet that came out around the time when the movie came out. What the hell is this? Some advertisement of wine and I don't know. And here's the Digi pack with the Blu-ray, the two DVDs, one with the movie and the other one with the special features, and this one has the CD soundtrack. And here is the Digipack without the disc. There's some nice pictures of the movie. I picked up I Drink Your Blood. This is from Grindhouse Releasing. Another fantastic edition from them. Also has two bonus movies, I Eat Your Skin and Blue Sextet, which is from the same director of I Drink Your Blood. And I thought this movie was hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. Just a great little 1970s sleazy piece of trash cinema. It's great. And this also came with a hypo. Look at that. That's very nice, doesn't it? Hypophony. I was not expecting this actually. I have ordered this on diabolic.com, and without really reading the text of the on that website. So this came a little as a surprise, but it's a very nice surprise. This is a truly fantastic release from BFI. Napoleon, which is a giant epic film from 1927, a silent film, and in Amsterdam they had this big screening of Napoleon. I believe this movie is 5 hours long, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I believe it is almost 5 hours long, and in Amsterdam they showed the entire full-length version of this film with a live orchestra, and I would have loved to see that. Unfortunately, I believe it was a one-time event, and Amsterdam is not exactly around the corner from where I live, so I couldn't go there. But got this amazing-looking Blu-ray set instead. There's a booklet. Now I have not seen the movie. Like I said, it's almost 5 hours. So I need to find a time to watch it, of course. But it looks fantastic. And here is the digipack with the Blu-rays in there, and there's 3 Blu-rays. Look at that. Very, very beautiful release. Very much looking forward to check this film out. It looks like an amazing release, and here's the J card, by the way, for those who are interested in it. Some nice special features and a new 2K restoration. Yeah, it looks great. Looks absolutely great. Napoleon. And finally I got the plain archive Blu-ray of Oldboy. Now I could not choose between this one or this one, so I got both of them. But these are great releases. This is still sealed, by the way. I'm going to keep it that way for now. And this has a very nice number, as you can see, 666 out of 2000. And this one has 758 out of 2500. Now let me show the inside of this one. The inside of this set is the same one as this one. It has a booklet there. Now I've been waiting for this to come out for, what is it, 2-3 years now, when Plain Archive announced this title. And it took some time because of the restoration process. Here's the steelbook. Very beautiful steelbook, this one. Love the artwork. And it's worth the wait. I mean, definitely worth the wait. Anyway, you have the movie here. This is the remastered edition. This has Old Days, which is the documentary about the making of the movie. This has some interviews in it, looking back on the days of Oldboy. And this, oh yeah, let me carefully open this one up. I'm always afraid that I might screw this up just a little. See, a little tear there. Hang on, bear with me. Okay, I got it. There it is. Slowly and carefully open this up. There's a little card there of some of the actors from the movie. is a poster. Of the cast and the director. Oop. And this is some art cards. It looks very nice. And the movie itself, I mean, the movie is a masterpiece, without a doubt. Simply a masterpiece. Definitely. What a great release from Plain Archives. They did a wonderful job on that. So that was it. Sorry for the mess there, by the way. But anyway, that was it. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. And I'll talk to you next time. Bye.